2020 Land Rover Velar SVAutobiography Dynamic First Drive. British aristocrats love formal, long-winded titles. Prince Philip's actual, full, royal designation is no fewer than 133 words. So at 9 words, 24 syllables and 65 characters, the 2020 Land Rover Range Rover Velar SVAutobiography Dynamic Edition's name is a terse snippet by comparison. And like the Duke of Edinburgh, this luxury SUV was born into Anglian nobility among carmakers. Land Rover is decidedly blue of blood. Fortunately, as I discovered firsthand during my Southern California test drive, the word jumble that makes up this particular Velar's model's name SVAutobiography Dynamic Edition has been earned in the best possible way, through the accumulation of riches and power, not just because of some birthright. Supercharged thump. As you might assume, the Dynamic Edition of this Velar's name points to enhanced performance credentials, and boy, howdy, have they been enhanced. The standard Velar is available with either a 2.0-liter turbocharged gasoline i4 dispensing 247 horsepower, or a supercharged gas V6 with a healthier 340 horsepower. As you might expect, the former isn't really worth considering, but the latter doesn't particularly lack for grunt, delivering 60 miles per hour from a standstill in a factory-estimated 6.1 seconds before pushing the nearly 4,500-pound SUV to 155 miles per hour. That's pretty quick. For this new Dynamic Edition model, however, the engineers at SVO have shoehorned Jaguar Land Rover's time-honored 5.0-liter supercharged V8 under the Velar's aluminum clamshell hood. Tuned to realize 550 horsepower and 502 lb-ft of torque, this steroidal SUV dispatches 0 to 60 in just 4.3 seconds, about the same time as a BMW i8 coupe. It'll push on to 170 miles per hour before an electronic limiter staunches the fuel flow, too. Off-road ready, street savvy. At least those 63,000 hours, the equivalent of 7.2 years, seem well spent. I started out my drive in the hills of Malibu, California, tackling a steep and rocky off-road ascent. By Land Rover standards, it wasn't a massively challenging course, but it would have undone competitors such as the BMW X5M, Mercedes-AMG GLC 63 and indeed, Jaguar Land Rover's own F-Pace SVR. Stunningly sybaritic surroundings. One area where you won't lose any ground to Deutschland is in terms of cabin furnishings. The Velar's SVAutobiography Dynamic Edition's interior is flat-out gorgeous, every bit as sleek as this vehicle's exterior. There's double-stitched leather everywhere, weighty knurled finish controls, unique gauge cluster graphics and 4 different colorways. Regrettably, non-SVAutobiography Velars are offered in a larger range of upholstery, hues and trims, but that sort of complexity is hard to justify in such a small volume offshoot. The price of fame. The Velar SVAutobiography Dynamic starts at $90,790, plus $1,025 for freight. With a handful of options like 22-inch wheels, $1,300, an advanced driver assist pack, 360-degree surround camera, adaptive cruise with steering assist, high-speed emergency braking, etc. for $1,300, my tester rang up at $96,570 delivered. Considering a base Velar starts at $56,300, that's one heck of a price walk within the same model range. It's also about $10,000 more than a F-Pace SVR. Having said that, because the Velar's design is so special, because its interior is so premium and above all, because this particular model is so capable in so many ways, it genuinely doesn't feel overpriced, it absolutely feels worth the money.